Well, the CAPA programme is the Care About Physical Activity programme, and it's funded by the Active Scotland division of the Scottish Government. And the Care Inspectorate is leading this particular programme. And you might wonder, why on earth are we involved in promoting physical activity? It's for people experiencing care. So there are many older people experiencing care across the country in different ways. People could be accessing care at home services, sheltered housing, be living in care homes, etc. And what we're doing is we're working with the staff to try and promote more movement for people experiencing care. And this is really important because over time, associated with being older, there's a lot of sedentary behaviour where people can spend a lot of their time sitting about, and also a lack of activity. And I think as a society we're starting to realise, and there's a lot of research to back this up, that actually it's not that when you get older you have to become less mobile, but when you get less mobile it actually accentuates sort of the physical and psychological decline that can sometimes be associated with age. So the CAPA programme, the Care About Physical Activity programme, it's an improvement programme. So we're working with an improvement approach based on the IHI Breakthrough Improvement Series, and we take staff together, we gather them all in. We're working with 8 partnership areas. We work with them so that they learn more about the importance of movement and activity, and then also how do you test out small tests of change, how do you measure, how do you ensure that actually what you're doing is making a difference, and it's making a difference to the person's life and their quality of life, as well as checking whether there's physiological improvements with some physiological tests. And the care professionals we're working with then head back out and they test out, they try out their ideas. We're not giving people the ideas, they're coming up with the ideas themselves, and we're sharing good practice, we're sharing examples across the different areas, which helps people think about things differently and try different things out. And we're seeing fantastic results because the care professionals are just amazing. They come up with fantastic ideas, they're so encouraging and supportive of the people they're caring for, and they really take on board the message that when you start moving a little bit more and a little bit more often, that it can dramatically improve the quality of your life, and they're seeing those results with the individuals that they work with. We're focusing in on 3 areas. We focus in obviously on the physical activity bit that I've been talking about, but also in terms of the culture and the commitment of the service and the external environment and community connections. Because wherever you live, you're with it, our best hope is that you're connected and you're meshed in with your environment. And if you happen to be living in a care home, that's your home, but the hope is that you'd be connected in with your environment and with the different connections that are external to the home. And the same for if you're living in sheltered housing or in your own home and experiencing care. So the staff work with folk to figure out, well, what are they interested in? What really motivates them to get up, get moving, and making connections in with what's happening in the local community. And we've had fantastic examples of people getting out and about and joining in with different local groups that they're interested in, and really adding a spring to their step. The culture of the service is very important as well. So is there an enabling culture, one which is really open to trying things out? What about the environment? What about the training of staff? So for example, in a sheltered housing complex, is that part and parcel of the staff's role to encourage people to move, to get up, to get out and about? And what can they do within their environment to encourage that to happen in a natural way? So the programme is seeing fantastic results, which you'll hear about. And of course the best stories are the stories from people themselves as to what difference it's made to them. And that's the thing that is very motivating, and which really calls home to the care professionals who are working out in the field, who are a terrific bunch of people doing great work, and they're taking this on board and seeing the difference that promoting more movement on a day-to-day basis can make to people's lives.